Hello and welcome to an introduction to Adobe Contribute CS5 and using it with the Los Medanos College website. After you get the program installed in your machine, it doesn't mean that you'll actually have access to edit the website. There's an extra step that has to be done to make sure that happens, where you need the name and password information to the server to grant you access to edit web pages. If it's Los Medanos College website, you will be given a key, which is basically a file of encrypted information that says that you have access to certain web pages. Now, assuming that all of that is set up for you, all you need to do is launch the program, and you will see something that looks about like this, where you'll have a central window, which is your browser window, where you have to see the address part up here, where you can put in your web address that you want to navigate to. You'll see an area in the center that says Begin Editing, and you should see Los Medanos College there. And if you have access information to any other websites, you can also use this program to manage your content. Over on the left, we have the draft console where you can check out multiple pages of the website. And down below it, you have help files from Adobe Contribute to tell you general ways on how to use the program if you ever get lost. So the first step is to click on the name of the website that you have access to, and it will bump you into the pages that you have been given access to. In this case, it's just bumping me to the home page because I have access to everything. So the first thing you want to do before you do anything is to click this button here that says Connect. Now this button won't always say Connect. It'll say one of three things: connect, edit, or publish. The first step is to connect, and that will connect you to the server. Because before you're just looking at it, but this actually says yes, that you do have access to edit this website. Now, it's just a matter of navigating to the page that you want to edit. So I will, for example, click on maybe alumni and donors and maybe the LMC Foundation. Now, check this out up here, this yellow bar here that says you can't edit this page now because you're already editing it on another computer. Click here to make this editable. This little yellow bar will say all kinds of things to you. It may say that you have a draft of this page checked out, or somebody else is editing it, so you can't edit it. It probably won't say this because I have the ability to override this. I'm going to do that. So just keep in mind that that yellow bar might actually say something to you. So have the edit page button now. So I'm just going to click on that, and it's going to create a draft my page. So if I look over here in my drafts console, it has bumped from the browser mode and into the draft of this particular page, and I see it checked out over here. And the layout of my page has changed somewhat. I have lost the header for Los Medanos College. I also see that my mouse has kind of a no symbol on it, meaning that I can't edit this area. And over here, I can't edit this nav bar, but I can click over into this text area and edit that if I want to. So for example, I can just click my cursor in here and give this a paragraph return if I want to. So now that I've made my edits, a really good idea to test this in a real browser. And I can do that by going up to File, and a little ways down you'll see Preview and Browser. And what that's going to do is put a temporary copy up onto the internet of your web page and show you what it looks like in a real browser. The real browser in my case is Safari because I'm on a Mac. So I can see that I have my paragraphs, but I know from the web address up here that this is not the actual live page. And I know because you can see here it says MMTMP. That is Contribute's way of saying this is the temporary copy of the web page that you just published. It's not the actual live one. At this point, you can copy this address and paste it into an email to someone to preview it before you actually go live with it. It's a good idea to do this if you want to just get an okay on something. If I go back to Contribute now, once I hit the Publish button, the button that used to say Edit, that draft page goes away, and that link is no longer active. Next to it is a Send button. Never use that though, because if somebody doesn't have Contribute, they can't look at your web page. So just use the draft file, preview, and browser, and then copy that web address and put it into an email. So right now I'm going to hit Publish. And you'll notice over here in the draft console that as soon as I say, okay, congratulations for publishing my page, that draft went away and I am now back into the page and it's now published. If I edit this page again, I can check out another page. So I can have multiple pages checked out. So if I just go to the browser again, that little yellow bar comes up again and tells me that I have an unpublished draft of this page. If I click that, I can go back to the draft. Likewise, I can always go back to the browser and then click over here in the drafts console to the draft and go back to it. But when I'm done, or say I don't want to do any changes on this page, I can click the discard draft. And that will get rid of the page that I have checked out, and I'll lose any changes that I have made thus far. It's pretty simple to edit the web pages. You just connect, edit, and publish.